Good morning. Today, what we are going to talk about is the fact that the man who lives in this planet is nothing. There is no other way to describe the man because, as all of us know, that we came into this world without carrying anything inside. We didn't have any luggage. We just came in and we have started accumulating things in the world because of the enormous amount of freedom given by the existence over other species of life, maybe the plant world or the animal world. Since we had that freedom which can supersede all other living beings, all other living creatures, we have utilized that freedom to accumulate things. But the fact remains that whatever has been accumulated by man is not his own at all. It is all belonging to something else, somebody else. Nothing is belonging to us. As a child, I didn't have any possession at all. I came into this world without any possession except the body and the internal parts and a non-existent mind at that point of time. The body started growing, the mind started growing, and the body accumulated flesh, the mind accumulated experiences and emotions. The mind also accumulated intellect, knowledge, and so many things. So all our accumulations, either the body or the mind, they have only accumulated whatever was already existing as a life, as a mini form of life. When we came into this world, it started growing into a bigger size, and what we are today, the form as such is an accumulation of food. Accumulation of food which has created this body. And it was not done by us, it was done by itself. Or you can say God, or the existence, whatever you call it. But it is not done by us. The accumulation of the body muscle, the mass, the fat and blood, everything has been done by somebody else. So it doesn't belong to us. So I cannot claim any ownership for that, and I have to accept that it is borrowed. It is borrowed from somebody else. Even the food we ate is also borrowed from somebody else, because that food was not grown by us. Maybe, the seeds were just put on the earth and they started growing by themselves. The amount of nutrients, amount of energy which these seeds should grow and give it to the man or for anybody else is not of our making. We didn't make it. We didn't do all that permutations or combinations so as to produce a particular seed or a pulse or any vegetable, nothing. We have not done anything. It has been done by somebody else. So what we ultimately acquire as a finished product from the vegetations, from the field, from agriculture, everything is borrowed. It is borrowed from somebody else because the owner is somebody else. The man who I should not say man, one who created is the owner, real owner. And when we took it, of course with his generosity we took it. Without any recondition or preconditions, it was given to us, or we have taken it by ourselves. It was not even given by us. You see, we borrow from the nature, or we steal from the nature. That is what is happening. So whatever has been acquired by us by way of food, it belongs to somebody else, and we have borrowed it with his generous consent, a silent consent. So the body is that. Now the mind, we know that it has grown by itself, right from scratch. And now it has come to the level where we have so much of storage of past experiences, knowledge and intellect and everything. That makes us to live in the world, do some actions, find out something, achieve something, and create products and create things which are not something found out by our own knowledge, because our knowledge is very limited. Our knowledge, right from the days of primitive man, is always limited. However, whatever is acquired from the books, from the teachers and everything, they are all accumulated only to a certain extent. But to find out what is new and a new thing totally, like whatever we enjoy today in the form of electricity, internet, cell and so many things, automobile, everything, has been found out by people manually, but not from his own known source of knowledge at all. It has to be accepted. That extra knowledge, that special knowledge, which allowed the man to create certain new things, has come from somewhere else, where we have to find, we have to ask. We don't ask. It came and we start utilizing it and become, we enjoy it. That's all. And we can never bother to find out as to where it came from. So anyway, it has come from somewhere else. That's all. So that means it is also borrowed. The knowledge is borrowed. The mind is borrowed. Everything is borrowed. So we don't have anything of knowledge. All of us live with a borrowed knowledge. Borrowed knowledge, second-hand knowledge. We don't have any original knowledge at all. If at all any original knowledge comes in the form of a spark, it has come from somewhere else. So that fact has to be accepted. I think scientists should be gracious enough to accept that they have never found out anything. And in fact, I would go to the extent of saying that they should not claim any royalty, any trademark right, any patent, everything, nothing. It doesn't belong to you. How can you ask for it? Have you got that knowledge from your, from your small brain? It was not there. It was not existent. But suddenly one day you find it out. It is because somebody has offered it to you. Something else has offered it to you. And now you say it is my right, I have found it, so I should be given a Nobel Prize, I should be given trading rights, I should be given royalty, patent, everything. What nonsense. Why people should not recognize or be gracious enough to accept that it doesn't belong to me at all. I am only a conveyor. It has come to me and I am passing it on to you. That's all. That humility should be there among the scientists. No, I don't think any scientist, except possibly Einstein, who recognized that he is nothing but a conveyor of ideas which has emanated from somewhere else. In fact, he went to the extent of saying that whatever he was saying that in a matter of time, a matter of years, I will find out the truth, everything. But ultimately what he said was, now only I realized that what I know, what I do not know is enormous and it is impossible for me to find out everything. And ultimately when he was asked what sort of birth he would like to have in the next birth, he simply said, I want to be a plumber. Nothing else. That's what he said. Now, whatever meaning you want to draw from that, you can draw. That's all. But that is what he said. Possibly, he wants to be content with what he has got. That's all. See, be content with what you have got. Okay. So, let it be. Anyway, the accumulations have happened in the body. Accumulations have happened in the mind. See, even in the mind also, whatever thought comes out of the mind is not of our making. It comes by itself. It comes by itself. So, how can we claim it is my thought? How can you claim it is your thought? Because you have never induced it. You never induced it. You have never forced it to come out. Or sometimes, of course, you can think. You can draw a particular thought. But thoughts always come on their own. Mostly, they come on their own. So they don't belong to you. Likewise, the emotions also come on their own. You are provoked, then an emotion comes. When you are provoked, the provocation causes the emotion to come out. You can't come out, you can't take out your emotion by yourself. Like for instance, if I ask you to be, sir, please be angry for about 5 minutes. Can you be? Can you be angry for 5 minutes just for nothing? Can you be jealous? Can you be cunning? Anything? Can you be, can you be of misery? Sometimes, for 5 minutes, without anything, any provocation. Can you be? You can't. It is impossible because it does not belong to you at all. It belongs to an incident. It belongs to an happening along with which it is associated. And thereby only, whenever that incident is remembered, then you become emotional, then you become angry, then you become fearful, then you become, cunning, and all that. So many, all the negative emotions do not come by themselves as and when we want. It cannot come. It It comes only when that particular relative, incident, the past experience is taken out of the memory and remembered again and again, then it comes out. This is the basic fact which many people do not realize, that they identify themselves with anger. They are not. The negative emotions, none of the negative emotions do belong to the man. The only one which belongs to man, if at all it can be called as an emotion, it is not an emotion, but if you want to call it as an emotion, let it be. But point is, it is not an emotion, and that is the only thing which belongs to a man, is nothing but love. Love is not an emotion. Love is not a feeling. Love is not an idea. Love cannot be dramatized. Love cannot be acted upon. Nothing of the sort. Love is part of your being. Love is a part of your being. So when it is part of the being, how can you, demonstrate? There is nothing to demonstrate. Love only flows. It flows interpersonally. When I deal with you, there is an interpersonal relationship, and I deal with you with love. I deal with you with love. That's all. There is no emotion separately for that. So that is how it is. That is the only thing which is attached with this life. Love is the only you can't say it is feeling. Love is only one thing which is part of our human life. It's a life energy. You can say in fact love itself is an energy. Energy. It is not a thing at all. So that is how it is. So all these emotions, negative emotions, are all borrowed. It doesn't belong to us at all. Then who are you? You are nothing. You are nobody. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are nothing. You are formless. You are nothing. Then what else is there? Nothing. Then where is the question of saying I am, I did this, I am, it is mine, I only did. All these things, where do they come from? When there is nobody, when there is a no doer, nobody, then where is the question of saying that I am doing this? It is being done. It is being done through being. But of course, when the ego takes over, then of course we start saying that yes, I did that. It's only I who can do it. I am the person who is capable of doing all this. This is how ego behaves. So because of ego, you are creating a false identity of your own. Otherwise there is no identity of yours at all. Otherwise there is no identity at all. You are part of the consciousness. That's all. Part of the consciousness. So essentially what we are saying is that life in this planet, from birth to death, nothing is possessed by us, and everything is borrowed by us from others. From the nature, from others, from the universe, from the planet, from everything. So we only borrow from everything. So that is why when we go back, go out, that is when we die, we cannot carry anything with us at all. Nothing belongs to us. Nothing belongs to us. Okay. Thank you.